transitioned maybe a week prior. So I saw that as a coupling. I saw that as a pair. I saw that as a powerhouse. And I see that as something that we should draw power from as well. Just in their remembrance, just in our elevation of their narrative and their story. And again, when our ancestors released their carcass, when they released their husk, so much of their information now starts going so many places. So my timelines was flooded with her documentary. My timelines was flooded with the remembrance. My timeline was flooded of pictures of melanated women with afros. You feel me? So I loved it. Right? I'm not one of them. I see glory in transitional periods. That day also the story came out that they said there's a third phase of death science has found. I'm like, don't this shit cut out religion then? How these people over here so scientific? That shit, science over here is religion onto itself. It's a priesthood. So I'm like, yeah, wherever that third phase is at, that's where she is. It's a pocket, it's a reality. We should want to tap into it. You know what I'm saying? So I felt very, very good that our sister has joined the pantheon of our ancestors to, watch guard, you know what I'm saying? And give us some guidance, you know? Look for that star in the north.
That's beautiful, Blue. Hey, you killed this conversation, brother. Very last question for you. Are we cooked?
Never. Yeah. But I don't know who we is, you know what I'm saying?
The Black American.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
There's so many variations like Christianity.
Hey, we got
Is it
separate
FBA?
denominations. You
Is
right.
it
We
tethers?
got denominations of
Tomatoes?
blackness. You right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Yeah. Again, you know when I just there was something to signal to me that something amiss was going on, right? Few days prior to the unaliving of C.K. Kirkland, me and my contingency got attacked on social media for our trip last June
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
to
You're right.
Stone Mountain,
Yeah, you
to
right. I
Crystal
forgot about
Mountain,
that.
right?
Yeah.
And it was driven by um these are I call them the alt-righteous, right? They're black conservatives amongst us who have been part of our network. They're on the same socials as us. Some of them live amongst us, right? But they be running to the Christian nationalists and telling them who we are, what we doing, and everything. And then we also it was that Nigerian Africans, right? They run these social sites, just here harboring in this country, minding everybody else's business but their own. They was the ones driving this narrative, right? That we were again, we were mystics, we were summoners, we were devil worshippers, you know what I'm saying? Because we were saying that Atlanta is Atlantis. And they clip farmed us. So they just took that little clip, 15-second clip, and it went hella viral. And I'm reading the comments, right? And I'm just so blown away. And I'm like, is this like when did we become so, and I know this is silly of me, right? To be so so sleep and not woke, or I took the blue pill on this one. But I'm like, damn, I didn't know we were such zealots. Like, I didn't know our zealotry was so crazy. Again, I emerged with Pope Pablo in the South to push back on what they was telling me about my crystals when I got down here, right? Or I'm burning sage and shit, and they telling me that that's devil. And I'm like, wait, what? Wait, where did you get this from? And I found out. And I even approached said individuals that they said that this stuff came from. I'll leave their name off camera. And they denied it. I saw the footage though. You know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know if they changed their position, but once you inseminate those ideas and thoughts into your congregation, and we want to play division down here anyway, you know, they not like us, we like this, and they not X, Y, and Z. And again, you know, you gotta, I'm like, these young people grew up on social media, they grew up on Twitter, they grew up on these campuses. Consciousness was hella overbearing. You know what I mean? You don't know who beat certain what into these people's heads. They could have ran into a young Pharaoh video. Like it was not nobody had on velvet gloves when they was doing the things that they was doing, dismissing and besmirching and demoning other people's thought systems and belief systems. So when people had the opportunity to push back, they really was pushing back. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you got to understand that. So I had a level of understanding when it came to that, but they was going off. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, nobody even reached out to us, right? Nobody reached out to us to be like, what was that about? They just created a narrative.
No real journalism, huh?
No real journalism. Nobody was like, yo, we need to interview y'all. You know what I'm saying? What was this? And X, Y, and Z. They just created a narrative around it. And I said, I'm being the adult and not being the asshole to remind them that 6 days later, the floods came. They came through Texas and they washed some children up and Camp Mystic. I'm like, y'all was calling us mystics, but y'all should be focused on Camp Mystic. Y'all should be focused on these things that happen all of a sudden that were not in our control. We wasn't saying Atlanta was Atlantis for the water. It was the crystal technology. We're on a crystal mountain, taking back claim, right, to an edifice that the KKK utilized for their uprising. Now here we go. So it's like, damn, are you people siding with the Klan? You siding with your fear, and again, I'm still want to sit down with Atlanta natives and speak about this fear campaign that has crippled them from accessing the things that are integral in the city for them to be in a position of power. I have not yet found anyone that's willing to accept my challenge or my invite, because it's not a challenge. I'm not looking to challenge you on anything. I seen them too. Oh, you could, that's not the real Atlanta. Oh, why? Because the real Atlanta is fucking scary niggas hiding under their bed about a goddamn mountain from the 1900s. Because your people instilled that in you. I know. I done heard all these stories. But when I go to the mountain, there's thousands of people up there every day, right? Why haven't you broken out of the crippling fear that you're in? Why do you think that it's so insignificant, right? That you should be making a presence on this mountain, or you should be taking back anything that you feel is yours that has been desecrated by people that don't look like you. But then you and your feelings that the news say that Atlanta is no longer a black city. So, right? What use of it is black if the black is scary? If the black has cracked long time ago, right? If the black is so bastardized by Christianity, y'all be talking crazy about King and them, right? At least they went and synced them folks for who they was. They synced them folks face to face. You've been ignoring them all your life. You know what I'm saying? But y'all did to this city what y'all did to this city. So the thug shit happened right after that, right? All sort of stuff started happening after that. Then I'm just like, wow, look at this, right? The identity, all Atlanta really ain't all Atlanta no more. You ain't got that identity no more. And the very, very first time that we went to that mountain, it was right after Thug. And we were making a prayer over the city for the children of this city. Because I have friends of mine who have lost children in the city to, automatic, their brains is over there, their braids is over there. You know what I'm saying? They had military grade artillery out here. Treating these streets like it was really war zones. Don't let Trump hear this, please. Right, we'll give no excuses, right? We'll give no excuse. But the city was covered by a egregor of death for quite some time as they was converting the city into what they was attempting to turn it into. And we was just pushing back with light, right? With light. We ain't from here. That's not our necessary duty. We could have treated it like all other Northerners treat this place when they come here. but we took a responsibility to say no. Our people is here, our families is here, our children is here, and we love the city. You know what I'm saying? And we could call people from other places that's not scared, just with the shits. You feel me? They know how to work crystal technology. And I'd be damned if we didn't work that crystal technology. Right? So it's Atlantis because of those reasons, because of the crystal technology. Do your homework, little nigga, if you don't know what Crystal Mountain is and why they stripped that thing. And why whatever they stripped of it was utilized to build all of the courthouses to put your ass in magic. Back in slavery. You back in the 1600s because you wasn't in this courtroom built out of them granites that they got up off that mountain. Feel me? You back in the antebellum South on a chain gang because of the work that they put in. So I'm like, the only way to counter work, you got to counter it. You got to put in a particular work that resonates and buzzes a little bit louder than that. I've been seeing ceremonial work on that mountain since 2010 on the backside of it. They had all kind of crazy rituals going on that they was doing. You feel me? And that stuff, you gotta bust that up. You just can't let that just sit. You just can't let the city just go down. And don't think that these people that are playing in your face in the daytime, like they are the most holy roly Christians, are not engaged in occult esoteric practices. Again, the same people who told you that you should not be disrespecting the quote unquote dead was the same people cutting your people's Johnson off or putting them in mason jars and ears, and they got books made out of the skin of your people, and they was eating them. Where's the historians at? Where's the historians? These niggas don't know nothing, right? So I would say, yeah, we're in trouble because we're amongst a majority of people who don't know anything and they are not willing to learn anything. You can speak to your phone right now while the information is still available and it hasn't been scrubbed. Because they done compromised chat. They done compromised, people telling me now what's going on TikTok. They captured all of these things in one fell swoop. You feel me? So it's like, you gotta sit, right? Consciousness was always the biggest threat. And they never said it because they never mentioned the name. Ever. You feel me? They's like, yeah, we're just gonna go call this shit woke. The watered down version of it, the diet version of it. We're gonna go to war against that. How you gonna go to war against an ideology? Right? Like, who are those people you talking about? Where do they exist? They're going all out for people that they can't identify, stateless characters. So I'm like, yeah, this is really the time for us to be just a little bit more cognizant. Um, you have people the same way over there that they have hijacked a religion, and scriptures say that that's the synagogue of Shaitan. It's the same way over here. They have hijacked a religion, and scripture says that that's the Antichrist. And we can go and read and see all of the qualifications being met one by one by one by God. I'm like, well, goddamn, nobody sees this. It's like, but for all the noise that can be made, I would rather focus my emphasis on living life. You know what I'm saying? And I want to emphasize that. I want to live to show people that we can be 100 plus with this new technology, with this quantum technology that we have. I'm learning so much about our anatomy, our biology, our quantum biology, my body in particular that's responding to the things that I'm doing with it. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole new renewed love with life. So I don't want to burn my battery out attempting to wake folk up that don't want to be woke, for a lack of a better term. That's I don't. Whew. Yeah, it's like I would rather live life. I would rather enjoy, the beauty and the fruits of this amazing reality that we have access to, because it's a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wake up and see the ugliness, right? I choose to because I pick a phone up, but what I'm initially looking at is not, it's not crazy. It's like, and I'm dipping and delving into these places because I want people to see things, not just necessarily the way that I see them. They should see it for what it is, right? But yeah, I'm. So when you ask me, am I tired? It's like I'm kind of. I don't want to say that I did my last lecture, but going forward, my focus and my emphasis just needs to be on health and wealth. You know what I mean? And I do have an event coming up in New Orleans, October 18th and 19th. We're bringing Mama Pill back out. She's ready. You know what I'm saying? And a brother named Hey Rue, um, who has so many documented, certifiable testimonies about him curing the C word. I don't even know if we could say that on the program, but putting a boot to it, you know, and identifying it for what it is. The cause of it is parasites, in his estimation. So, helping people in ways in which we really know that they need to be helped in these days and times. Me convincing people that it's worth, I have to have you appreciate wanting to live to 60, 70, 80, or 90, or 100 for you to do so, for you to change your lifestyle now to orientate you to do so, right? And if this is not the place to do it, then we got to figure out where is. And we got to move ourselves in those positions. I'm in love with the planet. I am not caught up in nobody's religion or no prophecies of this gonna happen here or these people. Yo, and again, do what you do. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? Where are the best places on this planet for quality of life that are conducive to our quantum biology? You know what I'm saying? That's where my focus is at. Like sourcing that going forward. The mineral riches. You know what I'm saying? Um, we have a way to purify water, wastewater management. You know what I'm saying? Again, I was telling people about the media play, right? We have an OTT channel that cannot be regulated by FCC Chairman Carr. If Jimmy Kimmel was on our show, they couldn't have pulled it. You feel me? So it's like we got mad solutions. Oh, they got TikTok. Oh, okay. We got Yap It, which is a decentralized platform that you can. It's Web3. You know what I'm saying? They got a stable coin that is it's tethered to a stable coin that you can go dollar for dollar with any other piece of any money around the world. Like it has a built-in marketplace. There's so many things that we can pivot and do, but people is just caught up in the caught up. You know what I mean? Of the old world, of things that we should be leaving behind and moving into newness. So yeah, let me just present the newness. You know what I'm saying? And not focus on kicking people's teeth in to be like, yo, you got this wrong, you got that wrong, you doing this wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, you looking crazy. It's like, all right, for those who want to love life and live life, you know what I'm saying, and really learn about again our blessings, our covenant. This quantum computer that you have access to. This beautiful, beautiful treasure that we are coded in. It's really time to activate that and get into our super sapien phase, right? Looking at and tapping into science. Fuck religion. That's just how I'm on it. Sorry.
Mic drop, ladies and gentlemen. Blue pill. Hey man, I always say this. Like our generation, especially all the people that's tuning in, all the '90s babies, man. For us, our age group, y'all gave us the keys. Y'all gave us the keys. So man, I appreciate you. Give you, your flowers. Keep
Thank
doing all the good work, Blue, for sure. Thank y'all, man, for always
Honest.
tuning in, showing love. Make sure to follow Blue on social. Tap in, all that good stuff, y'all. Let's be
Yes.
your host, Caleb Smith. Yeah, what's up, Blue?
Again, Yap It.
Yap it.
YAPIT. You want to tap into Yap It.
Yes,
that is a Web3 social monetization platform. You can literally sell your music, you can sell photos, right? Like they do on ON or OF, but not, I'm not telling you that you got to sell news or anything. Like you can monetize anything on this platform. You can create, if you got a product, you can get it into a marketplace. It's a global marketplace. You can do business around the world. You know what I'm saying? On this particular platform. ConnectToYourCity.com. That's the OTT channel. Streams in 200 countries. We got over 200 plus channels. Our channel is KTL Plus, right? But we work with all of them other channels. We also have some amazing opportunities coming. It's about 30,000 pounds of moss coming on the waters right now, away from Tanzania. So we have some amazing opportunities for people who want to get, quantity, want to get some wholesale product. And we got a whole system built out showing them how to monetize and tap into that. So they can holler at me, they can DM me at Blue Pillar on IG specifically, Paul Mullen on Facebook, or like I said, you could just hit me up on Yap It, all right? And we can make it happen. YouTube, I got a notification from them.
Okay.
They said that they may be, they should be giving us our channel back, because our channel got snatched because of, the C-19 situation back in the days. So I'm looking forward to that. You know what I mean? We had that page for 14 years. Got a lot of classics
Legendary.
on there.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a legendary channel.
Yeah. We got a lot of classics.
It'll be back.
Yeah.
It'll
So
be back.
I look forward to that. But we're gonna port all of that content over to KTL Plus, and I invite the family, get out of the surveillance state, figure it out. These socials is good for what they good for, but you go in there and pouring your heart out and just bleeding online and telling the whole world every thought that you have. Nah, son, it ain't. We ain't there no more. Treat it like it is for what it is. Know what it is. Be mindful. Be alert. You know what I'm saying? And don't play yourself, because ain't nobody coming to get you.
Hey, that's a mic drop right there, y'all. That's a wrap. Blue Pill. Peace.